Hi folks, John on the Wingman 115 channel. Thank you so much for checking in. I'm out here in my backyard studio. Today we're going to be doing a really fun, cool video. Now, a lot of times you go to the woods and you don't know how to camp cook. And that's really not the perfect location to learn the first time that you go out into the woods. So, if you want to have a pleasurable experience, the best thing to do is to practice in your backyard. There's no shame doing it in a park, your backyard if available, a patio. Check with your local municipality to find out about fire restrictions and such. Today we're going to be talking about cooking cinnamon rolls. Now, if you follow along on the channel, in the past I've done a video review on a Firebox stove. It was the Nano, and I'll leave a video link down in the description below. I reached out to Steve. He is the owner, the inventor, the guru of Firebox stoves. He posts a ton of stuff on Instagram, and I reached out to him. I said, Steve, I really love your system. I would really love to showcase some cooking videos with your system. Steve said, sure, we'll hook you up. Sent me a G2 stove, a zebra pot, and all the baking pans and such. I'll leave links in the video description below to Firebox Stove's website and his YouTube page. Steve is the guru on setting up this system and just baking, cooking, frying. He does it all on this G2 and the Nano. So I highly encourage you after this video to go check it out over at Steve's Firebox Stove YouTube page. As I said, links in the video description below. But without further ado, let's cut away. We'll do a quick close-up of the system. Then we'll get to firing up the stove, and then we'll start baking some cinnamon rolls. Hey, it's going to be a fun day, folks. We're camp cooking in the backyard. Let's get her done. It starts now. Here's a quick look at the Firebox G2 setup. Now, a lot of this stuff is add-ons. Obviously the bake pan, tongs, the pot grabber, the zebra pot, things like that. The base is that you get the Firebox stove and some fire sticks. Now, for today, we're going to be using as a fuel some charcoal in there. Hopefully I can get really good temperature control. Let's set it up. I'll show you a configuration that I've seen Steve use. I'm going to try it here as well to get good heat rising up out of this firebox. So we'll cut away and we'll get some charcoal going. Have my charcoal all set up. Now I overfilled it just a little bit because I'm going to need a good layer of charcoal to go on top of that zebra pot to help get that baking effect. Now, I've seen Steve do kind of like this chimney effect. You see how it's hollowed all the way down through the center of this, and I just stacked them almost like bricks all the way around. Now, what I'm hoping there is that that funnels the heat up through the center to help heat up that zebra pot to where I'm able to get a temperature of about 350 degrees. While I'm waiting for the charcoal to burn down, I lightly grease this pan, and we're gonna start putting our cinnamon rolls in there. Don't want my directions to fly away here. Now, the most important part of this to me is the frosting. We don't want to lose that frosting, but put these in the pan, nice and neat. And one little tip is that if they have a gap in between them, they will cook a lot faster. Coals are coming along pretty good. We'll start prepping for the setup of putting the zebra pot oven on. We're at 300 degrees and rising, so I'm going to put the cinnamon rolls in right now. Slide it in. This pan fits perfectly in there. It's radius just right. Get the lid back on, and now we're going to let it bake for about 17 minutes. We'll cut away and come back once we get some hot eats and cool treats. Let's pop this bad boy open. I've kind of left them in there maybe a little too long, about 20 minutes, but I erred on the side of caution since it's the first time using this. It looks like I might have toasted them up just a little bit too much. But just food for thought. Next time I'll pop it open at 15 minutes, but we'll get some icing on this and we'll test it out. Just got done putting a little bit of icing on top of the cinnamon rolls. They're looking really good. Next time I think I'm gonna pop the lid open at about 15 minutes. I think it'll be just perfect right at about that time. I left it in there for about 20 because the temp hovered at about 300, but hey, dark brown, they're not charcoal burnt, looks awesome. Not bad for my first time baking with this system. Let's cut away for some final thoughts. Now for some final thoughts. What's your opinion of how this firebox worked? I shook it up a little bit, used charcoal. You can use anything you want. Steve also cuts pieces of wood to go down inside, makes a Swedish fire torch. This thing is so versatile, it is just amazing. You can put a Trangia stove in there. I've seen him do a lot of stuff, so it's highly encouraged that you hop on over to his Facebook and Instagram page and also his YouTube channel. He just breaks this system down. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of baking with the Firebox stove, with the Zebra pot, this whole setup. Now I'm gonna have to get maybe some small lava rocks to put inside, that way I can get that good heat transference up inside to create a really good oven effect. But the takeaway is, it's just awesome treats out in the backyard. It's the best place to learn this stuff. I'll leave links to everything described down below. I encourage you to check it out. Leave comments if you like this video, if you'd like to see more stuff, either baked, fried, cooked, whatever, on this Firebox G2. I'm always looking to push the envelope on doing stuff. So let me know. We can experiment together. We'll find out. So as always, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, folks.